Guys, we're about to buy a car. Okay, we've been working so hard. All right, so we need now a car so that we can move around very comfortably. Okay, so we have a problem over here that depicts what people do a lot of times in their lifetime, right? So we have a formula here that we're going to be using for this situation. All right, and the formula is M equals to P times R over 12 divided by 1 minus parentheses open, 1 plus R over 12, parentheses closed, minus power minus M, okay? So what does it mean, all of these variables? So we have the capital M, which is what? The monthly payment. P is the amount to be financed. That means the money that the bank is going to give you, okay? Or the financial institution. The rate is in percent, and that's the percentage, the interest rate that will be given to you, okay? And lowercase m is the number of monthly payments. That means for how long are you going to pay for the loan, okay, to purchase the car? Is it going to be for 20 months? Is it going to be 30 months? Is it going to be 52 months, 72 months, all right? So that's something that we're going to find, okay? So let's go for it. Car Motors is advertising the used Toyota Camry for $10,388 with financing of 3.9% over 36 months. They also offer a financing rate of 6.9% over 72 months. Okay? So A, use the formula above to find your monthly payment. If you make a $2,000 down payment and want to pay off the car in 36 months. So what do we see here? We have an option where you can pay off in 36 months, but the interest rate is what, 3.9%? Or you can pay it off much longer, 72 months, but what happens? The interest rate is higher, which is 6.9%. So you got to be careful about what you're choosing when you're going to purchase, you're financing something like a car. All right? So now what do we have in these cases? So we have $2,000 down payment. So how much are we going to be financed? How much is the bank is going to give us? Is it $10,388? No, because I put in 2,000, it's going to have to be less than $10,388. And how do we get that? Is to be able to find the amount, so which is P, right? So we go for that. So P is equal to then $10,388 minus $2,000, right? So that would give us what? That would give us $8,388. So that's how much the bank is giving you in this case. So you have to be very careful when you're doing the problem. You have to recognize that you are not going to be financed $10,388, but $8,388, which is actually a great move that you just made, okay? Then after that, we can go ahead and see if we can get the amount that we're going to be paying every month, which is M, right? So M then is equal to what? So that is P, which is the $8,388 times. Then we have the rate, which is 3.9% in this case because we want to pay it off in 36 months. All right? So the rate, so we're going to change it to a decimal. And how to do that very simply is that when it comes to percent, you just move the decimal place twice to the left, okay? So when we do that, so that would give us what? 0.039. Then we're going to divide that by 12. The whole thing divided by, so that is 1 minus, okay? So it's another 1 plus, the rate is 0.039 divided by 12. And then raised to what power? Raised to power negative 36. Okay? I'm just following the formula. All right, so now we're going to do that. So now in this case, for example, it's better to use the calculator, okay, because you have a bunch of numbers here. So it's going to take your time if you're going to do this manually. All right, so let's see. Okay, so we go for it. So I mean, over here, what I'm going to do is to divide these two numbers and then multiply by 8,388, okay? So that's what I'm going to do. Or in your calculator, you can always put it straight in there, okay? So it doesn't really matter. So on the top, we end up with 27.261, okay? So that's what we get for that one. Then divided by 1 minus, so when we do this operation here, take a power negative 36. So let's go for it as well. So divided by 12, and then whatever we get, we add 1 to it. And then we take it power negative 36, right? So that would be power negative 36. Okay, so this one here is going to give us 0 point, a long number here, 97539, and then you just continue, okay? Because I'm going to use all the number, okay? I'm going to use all the number here. And then once you do that, (27,261), then you end up with M equals to 247.27. Okay? So in this case here, you will be paying 247.27, so 27 cents, okay, per month. So that'll be the monthly payment that you'll be, giving all the way to 36 months. So ladies and gentlemen, you need to understand these things so that when you go to a banker, or you're dealing with these kinds of things, you understand what's happening, because a lot of times what happens is what? We just sit there, they punch in the computer, and they just tell you, okay, sir, ma'am, you're just going to pay this. And then a lot of times we just agree, and then we keep moving without understanding how they arrived to this number, even if they made a mistake or not. Okay, so sometimes it's good for us also to have these tools, the judgment to know what's happening. Okay? All right. Thank you.